One, two, three, four.
All right, cardio is done. Well, well, not exactly. I'm trying something different with cardio. I actually might do it every day. We'll see how it goes. So I'm splitting up my cardio. I'm going to do 12 minutes before I start weightlifting. So it's not the full 20 to 30 minutes. Not completely wearing myself out doing 20 to 30 minutes of cardio, like I said. So I'll do like 12 minutes. The first like 2 or 3 minutes is kind of warming up. I'll progress in the intensity. And then, like I said, once that 12 minutes is over, do my weight training. And then when I'm done, go back over to the stationary bike and do another 12 to 15 minutes of pretty high intense the whole time uh, cardio. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm splitting it up. I think, of course, I'm not done, but I think just based off how it's going so far, I feel like I'm going to like it. Because honestly, the hardest part about people sticking with doing cardio, at least in my opinion, is whenever you do, like if you're gonna do cardio, it has to be pretty lengthy, to be worth it. If you're just doing 5 minutes of cardio, that's not really cardio. And I guess it is if you go intense enough, but it's not. It's just not enough in my opinion. So the hardest part for most people is a lot of forms of cardio is pretty boring, and when you're doing 20 to 30 or even more minutes longer of that, it's just hard to stick with it. You get bored, you start to dread it, and then next thing you know, you're not doing it no more. You know what I mean? So I feel like splitting the time up like this, I mean, A, it's giving me a good warm up to get me sweating, get my blood kind of pumping before I even start lifting weights. And then, like I said, B, I'm splitting it up, so I'm, it's not like such a daunting task to know that, oh, I got to do 30 minutes or more on the bike in one sitting, just kind of split it up. So that's just my thinking. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I might end up hating it. Who knows? But also, before I start warming up, I'm I was actually like this close to actually skipping today and taking an extra rest day. And my fat ass was sitting on the couch watching some NFL football, and I just couldn't sit with it. You know what I mean? It just kind of hit me, and I was like, dude, I have to go because like I did have kind of a reason to skip. I was just my joints are a little achy, and I'm just really tired because of the cut. But it's not like I just feel like it's not to the point where I need it. I was just more or less kind of wanting to skip just to give me some extra rest. But it just wasn't sitting with me well. So to kind of punish myself, I guess, because I was going to skip and now I'm not, this workout, I'm going to do something different. It's going to be fun, but also really fucking difficult. So what I'm going to try to do is 3 sets. My first set here will be really heavy, like always, 5 to 7 reps. And then I'll go down to like maybe 405 and do a couple sets of just regular barbell back squats. And then I'll go to Smith machine squats, closed feet, elevated heels, do 3 sets there. And then I'll probably finish with 3 sets of hack squats after that. So it's going to be nothing but squats today. I don't know, some of you hear that, you're probably thinking, isn't that too much? I would say yes if it's something, if that was like your leg workout all the time, then yeah, that's too much. But this is just kind of like a one-off thing to really challenge myself again because I was gonna skip, and it's just like I don't like that I was gonna do that, so I'm really gonna try to push it today to make up for even considering skipping without having like a legitimate injury excuse or whatever, you know. So I don't know, and then I might finish with like a couple of sets of leg curls just because a lot of the squats I'm gonna do, a lot of it's gonna be quad focused. We'll see though. I mean, it's still a squat, so you're using your whole legs, but I don't know. That's something I'll kind of figure out when I get to the very end, see if I feel like it's worth it. But yeah, that's the yeah, that's the plan. It's gonna be a chore of a workout. But honestly, oddly enough, like I've completely flipped. I was almost gonna skip, and now that I'm here, I'm like really pumped to see what this workout's gonna be. What it's gonna be like. I know it's gonna be like fucking hell, but I also feel like it's gonna be really effective. So I've blabbered enough. Let's fucking warm up. Word of advice here: you always need to make sure your equipment, if you use any, is pre- ready to go, preferably before you even leave your house. This lever is a little loose. I need to tighten one of these screws. It'll be okay for today, but ideally, you should keep up with that before, like I said, before you even leave your house. Really, you don't want to get to the gym and have some faulty equipment, and then it just throws everything off. All right, let's go up to 465. That'll probably be the last warm up. It moved a little slow, but honestly, it didn't feel bad. So it's kind of a toss up how the first working set's gonna go. But so yeah, let's just go up to 505 and see what happens. What a strange set that was. I'm sure you guys could tell the first rep just felt, I don't know, man, something felt really off. And I really considered just re-racking it. I mean, I was kind of already in the zone, so obviously I didn't. And I kind of re-braced and went for it again. And then the next reps definitely felt better. So good thing is not losing too much strength on this cut. Got 505 for 6 again on a weird set. So who knows what could have happened if the first one was a little smoother. All right, that's the only set I'm doing at that weight. The only set that I'm going to use knee sleeves too, or knee wraps. So everything after this, I'll probably use my belt for at least the free weight barbell back squats. We'll see what happens when I get the Smith machine. By the time I do 2 more sets of this with 415, I probably won't go too heavy on the rest of the squats I do. It'll be all about high reps and just getting really intense with the set and just a lot of time under tension. So, all right, let's go down to 415. I'll do a couple sets and then we'll keep squatting. One set down, and I can already tell this is going to be, I already knew it was going to, but it's going to be something. fuck. Uh, no, you know what? Fuck it. I was gonna go down to 325. You know, just strip a plate off each side and finish with some light, obviously a lot lighter weight, and do a set of like, I don't know, 20, 25, because every second of this, after doing that first set, it's like, that was torture. But I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm just like, that's the whole fucking point. It's supposed to be torturous. If it's not, you're not really pushing yourself. Maybe you are pushing yourself, but you're not pushing yourself as hard as you could. And a lot of times that's why people's growth will kind of flatline, if you will. They think they're pushing hard, but they're not. You guys seen that last rep? I almost went forward. I mean, a lot of it was just cardiovascular. You know, my breathing, my mouth got really dry. It wasn't really so much. It was heavy. Obviously, I went lighter, but still, I mean, I'm working hard, so it was still a tough set, and that's the whole point. So I'm just gonna stick with this weight. I know this next set, probably nothing about it will be pretty, but like I said, everything after this, I'm gonna keep doing squats, just different variations. But everything after this is probably going to be somewhat, you know, pretty light compared to what I'm doing here, and definitely compared to the first set. So I might as well finish strong on this. If I only get 8 reps, I only get 8. I don't even know how many I got last time. I think it was like 11 or 12. Not bad with 415. So yeah, I'll do one more here with this weight, and then we'll back off a little bit, go higher reps on a lot of stuff. But still, it's going to be intense. That's the main thing. All right, we're done here. Considering I felt like I was about to pass out, it was pretty effective. Whew. All right, just based off the warm-ups. Well, again, they're not really warm-ups. I've already done 3 sets, but just based off, we'll call them feel-out sets. That's what Jay Cutler calls them. Sounds like a good name. Based off the feel-out sets, 3 plates is about as heavy as I'm going to go on this. And it's really shouldn't be surprising after what I just did. I mean, my strength is kind of waning with each set, so it's just a natural thing to happen. So I'm not really too worried about how heavy I'm going at this point. I just want the sets to be really good. Something I'm going to kind of keep an eye on is my lower back is starting to get pumped up already. So, and it happens all the time, but some days are worse than others on my leg days. And this one is It's not really bad, but it's definitely, like I said, I just basically need to keep an eye on it. My back is not used to doing 3 heavy sets like that of squat. I think that's what it is anyway. So, anyways, yeah, this is heavy as I'm gonna go here. And honestly, by the 3rd set, I wouldn't be surprised if potentially I might be taking off some weight. It's a lot of squats I'm gonna be doing today. Um, but yeah, but in terms of form, real quick, knees going over my toes a lot. My heels are gonna be elevated. I want this to mainly be my quads doing most of the work. So that's kind of the main thing here. All right, let's just fucking do it. You know what? A good piece of advice here, at least it works for me. When you're doing sets like this, and just in general, the whole workout is like one big giant suck fest. The best way to approach it, in my opinion, is just embrace it. Because the second that you start having thoughts like, like, do I really have to do this? Or like, man, this sucks. This is horrible. I'd much rather be doing XYZ, The minute, or like I said, the second you start having thoughts like that, you will most definitely find yourself stopping and moving on to something easier. I'll guarantee it. And that is not the right mindset to have. Because trust me, I'd rather be over there doing leg extensions, if I'm being honest. It's a lot easier. But I know this, a workout like this, like I said earlier, you shouldn't do this all the time, not even close. But every now and then, I feel like a person needs a workout like this that's really just fucking brutal. Challenge the body, challenge you mentally, probably even more so. And you'll be surprised how much it can positively affect you. Like right now, it sucks. But whenever I'm done, I'll look back and be like, dude, that was fucking crazy. I'm surprised I even made it through. And the fact you did make it through, kind of a good character builder. Honestly, this weight was kind of light, even after the 3 sets that I did. But I'm still going to stick with it. Try to do 3 sets of 15. The 3rd set, I might only get like 10 or 12, whatever. But you guys know what I mean. 2 more sets like this. Then I'll move on to hack squat. And then we'll see what I feel like at that point. I don't know if I see myself doing anything else after that. There's a lot of work here. All right, I'm going to try, guys, for these next 2 sets to be a little less talk and a lot more action, as Toby Keith would say, for all my country fans out there. I just want to do these 2 sets, shut the fuck up, and just fucking make them really good. Oh. Mm. Let's move on to hack squats. All right, boys and girls.
Boys and girls,
This
put in the boy.
this is gonna be pretty tough. My legs are getting wobbly already, and I have 3 sets here to do. So I'll be up front right now. I don't see myself doing anything after this. I know I said I was potentially gonna do some leg curls. No, I don't see that happening. I just don't see it happening. So, I mean, and I only got 3 plates on each side, which is pretty light on this for me. But you got to think about everything I've already done. If it ends up being lighter than I think, maybe I'll go up and wait on the next couple. But again, I just don't see that happening. So, goal here: do as many reps as I fucking can. Don't die. Don't pass out. See what happens. Oh, you know what? That was actually, I honestly have no idea how many reps I did, but it was a lot. It actually was lighter than I thought it'd be. So I'm not going to add another 45 though. Let me just add probably a 25. And we'll see how that goes.
That's why you're doing it. You gotta grow those things. Yeah, if you want to feel like a little girl, do the leg press machine.
One more. Uh, okay, that's all I got. I'm done. That's fucking poop. All right, was this workout effective? Yes. Was it very tough? Yes. Will I see my body responding and getting better from this? Definitely. But do I see me doing this again? I will say not for a very long time. Like I said, I think I said it today during this workout at some point. This is one of those workouts that you do once in a blue moon just to really challenge yourself and do something different. Like you guys know, normally I don't do that many sets of squat. I just don't. So I just say we start posing. Legs are looking decent. All right, that's it. Time for me to do my other 12 to 15 minutes of cardio. And I'm out of here. Be back for chest tomorrow. And what's probably going to be, I'll say this real quick before I leave. I think I'm going to alter my training style for pretty much everything for a while, at least while I'm cutting. Basically to emulate what I did today. Not the, in terms of all the compound lifts I did, like all the sets, but in terms of I started with one heavy set of 6, and then everything after that was heavy reps, you know. So I think tomorrow for chest, I'll work up to one good heavy set of bench. I mean, what it's gonna be, I'll have to wait and see how I feel tomorrow, but somewhere in that 4 to 7 rep range. And then after that one set, I'll start backing weight down and just focus on reps. But like I said, let me emphasize heavy reps, you know. I'm not just gonna start dropping weight and doing sets of 15, but in reality I could do 25 with that weight, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a heavy set of 12 to 15, but pretty much to failure on almost everyone, or very close. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm over explaining here. So that's the plan. Let's just get the fuck out of here.